Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes a connection. All kinds of room to the right. The 30, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Illinois.
Trying to start the drive with a pass.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Give to the back. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Hauls it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They're working that left side. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the right.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Flowers. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Vick. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
A first down run in the red zone. He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move, and still couldn't get loose. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looking to throw on third and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting to school.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Vick. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Runs through a tackle. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls and fires complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flowers. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold,
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. The sure hands. It's Flowers. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Flowers. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Vick. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Rides the back on the option. The give. There he goes. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Back to pass. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the single back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Going right down the boulevard. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moffitt. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulls offense will have the opening possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Rides the back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Second down coming up. Handoff from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Makes the catch. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the air on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs. And
he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the ground with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground, it's Hobbs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Hobbs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Auburn going to work with another 1st down. The give out of the gun. Can't get him to the ground.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play, now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, the running back has it. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep to the right. Running into the open space. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is in the air. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Works the middle of the field. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This will likely be the last play of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He'll pull it on the read. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun. give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Running to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Ingram. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play. Gonna look downfield again. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Wide out trying to get it in. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds after 27 as this offense tries to get something going. They'll give it to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Bulls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for space, it's Hobbs. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Caught in the backfield, it's Ingram. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to the ground. Turning it on! Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 50. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Let's go.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. And I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, did that ever work out great.
Man, this sophomore unleashed a cannon on that one. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Ingram. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Gets it out fast.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They go to the ground. Brings it to the open. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? To give to the big fullback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Trying play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
And this one is perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Buffalo Bulls. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will have the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his target down the middle. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 9th play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Got the back over the middle. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Boone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Bulls line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Feels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. It's caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Buffalo! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes a catch on the left. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first and 10. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And it's right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And the quick shuffle pass. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Wicks. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wicks. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
And here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3-spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wicks. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the change now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Aurora. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's y'all. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off play action. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Four wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Quick release on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run this quarterback. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The option look. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they grab complete here in the fourth.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes it past the marker. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollack. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump it.
Give to the back. Got the first down and more. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buffalo! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Hokies want to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Meredith. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Meredith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. The give to the tailback. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. On the option. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. On the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the catch. It's Meredith. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Now on first down from the 28.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Finds a tight end. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Grove. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Wants to throw again. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Hokies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by just 1 over Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll do it himself. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Grove. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Second down, he'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Hokies in the hurry up. To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Hill. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Grove. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line. Second down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's second and goal. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Meredith. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7. Back to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gets it out quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Touchdown, Buffalo. fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These fans touching the figurative Hokie Stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Had to get rid of it quickly. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. The Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Creates a little room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Hokies will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Up-tempo for the offense.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The kick is on its way. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the fullback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to James Madison. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Meriden. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Hill. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll go to the fullback. Finds a little space. There he goes.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Now on the option. Quick toss. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. He'll read option to the left on 1st down. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And that ball's free behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck. And especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Buffalo! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
34, Virginia Tech, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Here's a heat. He makes a catch. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. He's got the tight end.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
A shot toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the big fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. With the clock running, this should be the final play. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.